right, today we're going to talk about things that we see on the graph and what they specifically mean, especially with our simplifying. So there are three things that we can find on the graphs of rational functions. The first are zeros. Zeros are just where it hits the x-axis. So we find the values of zero when we simplify our rational expression and figure out what x equals in the numerator. Ooh, I blanked there for a second. Then we're going to talk about vertical asymptotes and points of discontinuity. So we talked about vertical asymptotes yesterday. Those are the lines that get approached but never actually hit, while points of discontinuity are just little holes in the graph that don't actually exist. So remember, I did like a drawing, where it's like you could have your parabola and a little hole in it. So that's a point of discontinuity, while a vertical asymptote more is just a line that neither of the graphs are ever going to hit. So when we solve these simplified problems, there are some binomials we cancel and some that remain. So the ones that get canceled are your points of discontinuity. So if we took it away from the top and the bottom, then that's the points that just don't exist. If it's just a zero at the bottom or the zero when the simplified problem, the denominator's set there when that equals zero, those are your vertical asymptotes. So we're going to go through 4 examples so I can show you what we're talking about. So on example 1, I have to start by factoring. And I'm going to factor these more quickly today. If you need a brush up on how to do this part, please let me know. There's also many great videos that exist out there. Okay, so this is my factored version. So I have x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus, yeah, you see that. I don't have to read it for you. I'm going to simplify it. And I end up with x plus 4 over x plus 2. So first, what we have are zeros. So that's my numerator, which is x plus 4. And I'm going to set it equal to 0. When I do that, I get x equals negative 4. That's my 0. Next, I'm going to look for my vertical asymptotes. I'm just going to say vertical. I find that with my simplified denominator, I'm going to set that equal to 0. I get negative 2 for my vertical asymptote. That's where there's just going to be a line that nothing ever hits. Finally, I'm looking for my points of discontinuity. And I'm going to look at which binomials canceled out. And that was x plus 4. So I have x equals negative 4. When it's in 2 places, so it's in a 0 and the points of discontinuity, the points of discontinuity is going to win out. So x minus 4 is actually a point of discontinuity. It's not a 0. So we have negative 4 as our point of discontinuity and our vertical asymptote at negative 2.